Daddy, Mommy, can I have $5? No. You want to have your kids come up and say, Mommy, Daddy, how can I earn $5?
Earn $5.
How can I make $5?
Yeah, exactly.
So they get in the correct mindset.
Very smart. Wow.
And learn how to work for it.
Yeah, and that's important, man. That's important,
cool.
Especially if you already acquired your wealth, and you're raising kids that like are coming up under that type of like system. Like it's important to let them like teach them the value of a dollar. That's always important.
100%.
It doesn't matter whether you're poor or super rich. Like valuing that is one of the most important things, because if you value, if you know how to value your money and you're able to learn that and teach that to your children, now you create generational wealth.
Well, it could be something that's non-materialistic too. So being able to leave your kids a library of badass books, being able to leave your kids a journal that you had of like your lessons, being able to leave your kids, let's say you have a vlogs of your experience, some way of documenting it. I think that's something that's super valuable.
Oh, that's more valuable than money, man, because once once your parents are gone and stuff like that, and all you have is those videos and that, those vlogs, it's like that's going to mean more to you than
and those books and those lessons and all that. Right. Yeah. It's like, how can we make the people that we love and the people that are younger than us, like younger brothers, younger sisters, our kids, our grandkids, how can we make them stand on the shoulders of giants?
You can't make money stretch the way you'd like to. You know what I mean?
Like, you can't depend on someone else either.
Yeah, and that's why it's important to create different streams of income, because it's like, it's cool to have a 9 to 5, man. Like, there's guys out here that have tons of money and they still have work a 9 to 5, but it's like, what else can you do to bring yourself some money? You know, like,
I'm talking about like low wages, because there's great 9 to 5 jobs, and that lifestyle for some way gets a bad rap online, but I think it's actually beneficial in some ways. You know what I mean? Like, if you make so for some people 50 could be a lot, for some people that's not enough, some people 100 is not enough, but in my personal opinion, if you make 60 and up and you have 9 to 5, you got some element of freedom, because you got, when you got to go to work, you got your weekends off, you could put in your vacations. Where a lot of people think that starting their own business, starting their own venture is going to give them freedom, when in reality it doesn't.
It's not.
It's like 80 hours a week instead of 40.
Yes, exactly. Like, you're going to work harder.
It's going to require a lot more. It's going to require a lot more money. In the beginning, for a lot of businesses, they're going to be making less money.
Exactly.
Ultimately, man, it's up to you. It's up to you, to your lifestyle and what you prefer. Like, either way is cool, man. Like, if
I agree.
Everybody's not a worker, everybody's not a boss. You know, so you got to know yourself.
You don't always have to be, the boss of everything, but I think it is important to be the boss of your own mind. To be to be the boss of your own philosophies, and I don't think you should negotiate your values and your philosophies, because I think that those are something that's important.
Facts.
Yeah,
man. Values and philosophies. Yeah, a lot of people don't even know what those are for themselves. Like, they haven't figured it out yet, and I feel like that's where a lot of people our age struggle. Like anywhere from like 25 to 35-year-olds. Like, a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're doing still. You know, and it's like, once you figure that out, once you know what you're good at, what you're not good at, that's the first thing you need to figure out. Like, what
You know what it is? You know what people are afraid of? I feel like people are they're afraid to lose and fail.
Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to fail, but that's the only way you learn, man.
Exactly.
Trial and error, bro. That's the only way you learn.
That was one of the biggest takeaways from doing timeshare sales for 5 years. Is just learning how to overcome rejection, not just in overcoming objections to further progress to a sale, but also overcoming rejection. Because if you work a day, a week, a month, and you're in sales, you haven't making any money, like, you got to bring that baggage home, and going home is like in your mind, being like, oh my god, and sometimes we have negative self-talk. So how can we reverse engineer that in a way to make it positive self-talk? And it's by looking at rejection as not a means of defeat, but as a means of a stepping stone, as like a lesson to become better and to become stronger.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like, oh, this isn't for me. But like, you can look at it like that, or you can look at it like, what did I do wrong to make them reject me? Or like, what can I say this next time? How can I approach it different? And you start using your brain a little bit, and it gets you somewhere.
So a way of like being a value extractor. So it's like, every situation I walked in, how can I extract value from the situation? How can I learn something? But there is some element when you're dealing with clients that reject you, where there is time to move on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, one of the best words.
Horse.
Yeah, correct. One of the best words in sales is next.
Right.
Next.
You know, right? Move on.
Move on next. Come on.
You know?
Yeah. Because the more people you see, you know what I mean?
You
So
higher
it's
your
like,
chances, man.
Yeah, and you're taking a mental space thinking about, oh my God, there's people that do nothing, when you could be thinking about, all right,
The
how
next
can I tell
person.
the next person? You know, how, or like you were mentioning, what can I learn from that? What
Right.
can I take away from it?
Yeah.
You know?
It teaches you a lot, man. It teaches you how to communicate with people. It teaches you how to read people. You know,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of, like there's people that you could tell, like if you've been doing it for, you know, a while, you could tell in the first couple of seconds how it's gonna go. You know, just by body language. Like you learn different
The
things.
vibes.
Subconsciously you learn it. You know, and it's like
the vibes,
you
man.
apply it. Yeah, the vibes.
The vibes, man.
Yeah, the vibes.
Yeah.